Sam, our assistant producer today, has done some amazing journalism. Sam, congratulations, you're going to go far. He's just nipped downstairs to the Wetherspoons in Leicester Square and grabbed me one of these magazines. Oh my days. Oh my days. It's hard to know where to start. So let's start with a note from the editor. Having worked with Tim for 28 years, I feel sure that he tells the truth and would never knowingly misrepresent the facts to win an argument. How long are we going to take to move from the word facts to the word opinions? However, not everyone shares his opinions. For different opinions, Wetherspoon's News quotes in full articles by Carolyn Fairbairn of the CBI, page 81. It's big, this magazine. Philip Stevens and Martin Wolfe, pages 83 and 85, of the Financial Times, organisations of which Tim has been deeply critical. So we'll come back to this page in a minute. This is in Wetherspoon News. And I'm going to go and look at those. So it's got in it about 100 pages, 102 pages. And if you go to pages 81, 83 and 85, apparently you'll find some balance for the other... That's 3 pages there, so the other 97 pages are balanced out there. So let's go there and see what Mr. Wetherspoon is using his wealth and influence to do. Elites, wealth and influence. So where are we? Page 81. I should say for the record, they do nice old-fashioned ales in Wetherspoon. It's a while since I went into one, but I do like beer. Oh, good. Here's the article by Carolyn Fairbairn, the Director General of the CBI. This is for balance. Oh, hang on a minute. There's a paragraph at the top of the article, which has been reprinted from the Times of 2017. There's a paragraph at the top with a font, a sort of scrawly font that says, Tim says. So before we get the balance to counteract the other 97 pages of this rich man's vanity project, this doughty part of the anti-elite crusade, let's find out what Tim says. The equal worst financial judgment in the last 40 years emanates from the CBI. Mate, this is the page that is balancing out your opinions. How can it have your opinions on it, Timbo? No? Should I do it in his accent? No, that would be rude. The equal worst financial judgment in the last 40 years emanates from the CBI. The latest Director General is Carolyn Fairbairn, who has an awful record in making predictions about things concerning Brexit. Here she is 1 year ago predicting Armageddon because of the spectre of no deal. Wrong again, Carolyn. In the last 3 months, as reported in November 2018, the UK economy has grown at 3 times the rate of the doomed Eurozone. That's the balance. Hang on, I'm sure he doesn't do that on page 83 and 85 as well. Here's page 83, reprinted from the FT, October 2018. Boris Johnson and the flight to English nationalism. Tim says, tut tut, Philip, calling Boris a liar is a bit harsh. Is it? But he said the other day he'd never mentioned Turkey in the referendum campaign, Tim, and then they found lots of evidence of him mentioning Turkey in the referendum campaign. Also, there's his marriage vows. And that time he told Michael Howard that, he told the owner of The Spectator that he had no intention of returning to Parliament. He's lied to every employer. Mate, Tim, Boris Johnson got fired from The Times for making up quotes from his own godfather. He subsequently made a career firing lies about the EU from Brussels back to Blighty. But tut-tut, Philip, calling Boris a liar is a bit harsh. Like you, Boris is a successful writer. He was also, for 8 years, a very successful editor of the famous Spectator magazine. Not an easy gig in the internet age. He was also twice elected Mayor of London. Not easy in a Labour city. Tim, he was a Remainer then. He was actually quite a passionate defender of the European Union during his mayoral campaign. You can find the quotes. You've also got, of course, the easily checkable observation of what he said about Turkey before he decided to vote Leave. Not easy in a Labour city, and he also led the successful Leave campaign in the referendum. He did, Tim, but so did Michael Gove, and he voted the opposite way during the last withdrawal agreement ballot. In contrast, the Financial Times has participated in... Remember, this is the balance for Tim's magazine. The Financial Times has participated in the surreptitious transfer of democratic power from the people of the UK to unelected apparatchiks in Brussels. Who is the most moral, Philip? A man that's cheated on all of his wives and mistresses and lied to every... No, he doesn't say that. He says, who is the most moral, Philip? A good question for a debate in the cerebral FT.